guys, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I was just pulling up my clean off paper. Let me pull this out from under the camera. And then I got to thinking, I think I'll cut these up into card backgrounds. And I thought I'd just come on and show you. They're kind of cut irregular because I just chopped them with scissors so they'd fit into my cutter. That's not a big deal to me. I can fix all of that. And it doesn't really matter. This doesn't have a grain like fabric that I have to worry about. But I am going to take this little stopper out of my cutter. And cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, right? Your A2 cards. And I would mat these. So if I mat them, I would make it 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut these at 5 by 3 3/4. So the first thing I'm going to do is maybe try to get an edge straight here. It's not going to fit in there. Maybe I need to... Alright, I'm going to just chop it in half. Pick a spot and chop it in half. Alright, and then I'll straighten this up to the... See, I just cut this edge, so I know it's pretty straight. So I'm going to turn it and just straighten this other side. And so now I've got a right angle here that's straight. So let's go ahead and cut this one at the 5 that way, and then is that right? 5 by 3 3/4. All right. I'm not too worried about having that, but I would like this all on the card front. So this side just needs to be straightened a little bit. There we go. And now I'll do this way at the 3 3/4. And I'll save all these little pieces, and I've got a Ziploc bag that I can use these for just if it says collage something. I'll just collage down some of these little painty bits. But see, now I've got, make sure this is 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah. So then I would mat this on black and stick it down to a card, and then maybe put some words on it or find a quote, and you'd have a card. And I just thought I'd share cutting these up with you and show you what a variety you get. Alright, so let's see. This side actually looks pretty straight, so I'm just going to put that in there. Straighten this edge up a little bit. Alright, and then I'll just trim this at the 5 inches all the way. And that just gives you yummy bits to use in a future project. Alright, so then we'll just chop this up into the 3 3/4 bits here. Line it up with 3 3/4. And see, there's the front of a card. An arty card. You could do a whole arty card set and give it to somebody as a gift. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like that. So now if you didn't want to do a mat like I'm planning to do with these, you could just cut these to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. See, there's another delicious piece for a future project. So this is just another way you can use your drop cloth. I'm just going to keep going and just keep chatting with y'all. I'm just kind of eyeballing to get this straight. I don't think it'll fit through this way yet. So I guess I'll come in and I'll just chop it about halfway. I'm probably, chopping it where I'm a little bit wasteful, but I got to get it to where it'll fit in the cutter. All right, so now we'll chop this at 5. Line it up on the 5 line, and it's not really straight. Let's see if this is straight. If I line it up on the 3 3/4 here, looks pretty good. So there's another card. We'll line this up. And there's another one. And I got 2 bits for my collage pocket bag, whatever. All right, let's see. My stomach's growling. I'll trim this up a little bit. And now we'll trim this at the 5. And then back to 3 3/4. And you could always add more if you wanted to. You know, you could, like this has got some brown showing. If you didn't want that to show, you could add more paint on there. So I'm getting quite the stack going here. And I still have this. This section here is where I did the jelly, my faux jelly thing printing the other night, and I did roll-offs there. So I'm going to just make a straight edge there, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it about like that. Okay, so this is the edge I straightened, so I'm going to straighten up this other edge. And I'll cut this at 5. Line it up on the 5 all the way down. Got some yummy pieces for the collage bag. And now I can start over here and start trimming. So it's 3 3/4 by 5. And these will just make some fun little note cards that I can include with Happy Mail packages. See? And I still have this piece. So let's straighten up this side. And I'll go ahead and cut this at 5. And now I'll start trimming away on here. 3 3/4. And 3 3/4. Let's see if we've still got 5 on here. If I can do another 5 inches on this one. And then we'll turn it and we'll do 3 3/4. I think I got enough. I can do one more 3 3/4. Alright, so I'm going to move this away and I'm going to show you how many cards I got of just my cleanup paper. Just going to shove that aside. Alright, I got all of this, these bits here. Don't throw these away. These are for mixed media mashup. And that'll be tomorrow night after my later show with Stacy at Pink Poodle Pack. Alright, so we got 1. Let me make sure I'm in the, yep, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A baker's dozen of instant arty cards that all I got to do is add a mat to them and put them on a base, and I'll be ready to mail them to people. You could also attach them to a postcard and you'd have an instant arty card. Just add a quote to it. So that's what I'm going to do with these, and I'll be back to show you what the cards look like in just a minute. Alright, I've got some gray cardstock that I got at Michael's. It's part of a multi-pack of cream, gray, brown, and black, I think. And it's 110-pound cardstock. And I just decided I'd do gray bases because you can write on it and it can still be visible, or you can add a white liner paper. It's all up to you. And then I'm going to use black mats. So I'm scoring at 5.5. And I leave it in my scoreboard so that I can push the top layer into the corner, and so my ends are even. And I just thought I would show you that. I'm just scoring and then folding into the corner and then come back and burnish down. I don't have a bone folder handy. I'm just using my finger for right now. I cut, this was an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I cut it in half at 4 1/4. I think I made an extra one for some reason. Got 13 cards, and I think I have 14 bases, but I'm going to go ahead and you know, mark it and fold it and all, so that if I decide to dig out another piece of paper, it won't match the rest of these because it'll be a different time. And I just put this little guy back in here. And this came with a scoring tool, I mean a burnishing tool and score thing, but I don't know what I did with it. So then, make sure you guys are still with me. I think I'm going to make these cards so they open sideways instead of top like that. I think they'll open this way. So I'm not going to make y'all watch me do all 13, but I thought I'd show you. I've got some mats cut, but I thought I would show putting together a couple, and then I'll go off camera and do some more like that. So this is just my cleanup mat, double-sided tape. You can use whatever kind of adhesive you're happy with. I just love this stuff because it sticks really good. I get this from Scrapbook Pal. And if you order $25 or more through Scrapbook Pal, I do believe they are still doing the free shipping in the US. And I'm going to go ahead and put my tape on the back of my mat while I'm working with tape. And I'm not going to bother putting any in the middle of these. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't think it's going to move. This tape's pretty sturdy. All right, and the first thing I'll do is attach my artwork to the front of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lift the tape and fold it toward the outside on each side. So I'm not exposing all of the tape, just a little bit of it, and then these are where I can get to them. The key to this is don't try to pull really fast, pull real slow. So I'm going to put this down on here. Make sure I'm not going to glue anything crazy on it. Alright, and I'm going to have about 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around. And when you get it where you think you're close, then you grab these little tails and pull it real slow so it doesn't pull apart. And now I'm going to go ahead and push that down. Okay, so it's stuck on two sides. It's not going anywhere now. And then I'll pull this one out the same way, nice and slow. And then I'll just smooth it down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing and attach it to my card base. I want to see which way I want this to go. Do I want it to be like that or like this? I think I kind of like the strong colors over here, and then I can put a sentiment here. So again, I'm going to pull the tape back, the cover on the tape, just a little ways on each side. And everybody says, you know, what do you do with your cleanup paper? This is one thing you can do with your cleanup paper. And the choice of matte color and card color is entirely up to you. Okay? So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to, I've got my fingers under it here and here, and I'm using them to hold it up off from the card. And I'm just going to try to get it pretty straight in there, and then I just push with my thumbs and then put my index finger in the middle. Then when you pull the tape out real slow, and see now if I take and I cut, I have some word sentiments like get well and happy birthday. If I cut that out of that black and put it on this artwork, it's going to look so cool. So here's the card I created. All right, only 12 more to go, and I'll have a whole set of cards done up, ready to go. I can write a message in it. I'll stamp the back with my Aunt Beck's Creations kitty cat stamp that Mary Hill bought for me and had sent to me. And so that's how it's going to go, and I'll come back when I have them all done. Okay, so here's the 13 cards. Hey, Tippy. All finished up. There's 1, 2. I'm going to add like just a note to the front of them or something. Some kind of greeting will be added. And this is what you can do with your drop paper. Little works of art. And I just thought you guys would like to see what I do with some of my drop papers. Just a minute, Tippy. I'll get you in just a minute. So that's what I did. Thanks for watching. Give a thumbs up, like and share, and all that kind of good stuff. And if you're not subscribed already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.